So today we're going to show you how to put the embroidered piece together inside a bag. You can use any embroidered piece that you have. So let's say you embroidered this heart and you wanted to make this into a bag, you can do that. This cupid is very close to the edge, but you can do it. And I'm going to show you how to do that with a frame. It's a basic quilted frame, okay? So this fabric has been cut because a little piece of it was used, and you always want to cut in double layers, selvage edge to selvage edge. So I typically usually have the selvage edge touching where I am standing towards this side, but because I have this little square cut out, I'm going to show you how you can still use the fabric and the ruler. So first you want to start off with a very clean edge. So I line up the fold at the very top with the ruler, and this I'm going to cut off, and this is garbage to me. So on this side, I'm actually going to use the mat to determine where my cut will be. You can also use the actual ruler. That's why you have all of the divisions, the inch and quarter-inch marks all throughout the ruler. So you could do it on the ruler. You determine 2 inches and then you slice it down, but I'm actually going to use the 1-inch mark on the actual ruler board. So I put it to the 2, I put this to the 2, everything's lined up perfectly with 1. And these are going to be little tiny 1-inch, actually I'm going to make it 1.5 inches. Hold on. So go here, find the 1/2 inch, line it up, cut it down. And there's your strip. So I think I can make this piece work. First thing I need to do is that I have to cut this into some type of square. So I'm going to take this. This already has a straight edge, so I'm going to use that straight edge on the ruler. Find it. And this I'm just eyeballing because I want the cupid to be happily centered. So I cut this away. I'm moving the other fabric that I'm not currently using. It looks a little bit crooked, so I'm going to work on that one more time. Go a little further in. That looks good. There we go. Again, I'm using my ruler. Find a good spot. I'm just trying to center it with the clear window side. And then last but not least, so I need just over 1/4 inch showing. So here's my little cutout. It looks fine. So what I'm just doing is I'm ironing out the kinks in the actual framing that I've cut. So any fold like this, you're just going to want to iron out. Just press it. Don't stretch it, just press it for about 10 seconds. So this is on a medium to high heat. And that's it. And then you're going to get ready to start sewing. So this is how we're going to put the frame on. You take the right side of the fabric. This is the wrong side. This is the right side to right side. And you don't need that much on the side. And if you want it to be perfect, of course this is going to be a difficult piece because it's a very, very small little area. So you can pin it in place just to make sure that it stays. So you always want to put the pins in the proper way, which goes over the direction towards the needle. So if the needle hits it, the needle will break, but more times than not, it's not going to hit it and you'll be just fine. It also keeps the fabric in a perfect position. So you get this ready, you put this in, and is this the right foot? This is the wrong foot, so hold on. we're gonna put in the basic J-foot. So everything's already been threaded. You pop in the J-foot. You find the 1/4 inch mark right here on the actual sewing machine. And that is what you are going to follow. Take out the pins, and before you should proceed, you should take this and make sure that you press it down. And I didn't explain this, but you do not want to backstitch when you're doing the frame. So any type of quilting, you don't do back stitches. On the rest of the bag, yes, we will do the back stitches, but on the quilting part, which is the frame that we're going to have, and then the other pieces that we're going to hodgepodge on, there is none. Okay, so I'm going to press this down. Typically, you always want to go to the darker side. And you just press it. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut it bigger than it actually is with scissors, no worries. And now I'm going to go to the opposite side, and with the same piece, I'm doing right side to right side, so pretty sides together. I'm going to do exactly what I did with the little pins to make sure it's done evenly and the fabric doesn't shift. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult to get through the embroidered designs, but it'll be okay. So I've got 2 pins there. I'm just going to do one more in the center to make sure that it's fine. Put up the presser foot, still up. Find the 1/4 inch mark here. And then again, I'm not going to backstitch, so it's just a straight stitch all the way through. And then after I reach the end, cut it. Again, take out the pins. 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to want to press this to the dark side. And you pull it a little bit, ever so slightly, when you press it. And then these are pressed, and next step I'm gonna cut these down to size, and I'm gonna work on the center pieces. Remember, put right side to right side. Line it up, pin it down. You don't need many pins if it's a very small piece, because you can guide the fabric on your own with your hands when it's going through. Okay, so I've got 3 pins in here. Find the 1/4 inch mark. And start sewing. Take out the pins, unfold, and you are ready to press this down. So now I'm just going to cut off the tails. How I do it is I look at the actual frame and I let that be my guide. So you can cut the frame down. Let's say you didn't want 1.5 inches and you wanted this to be shorter. Now's the time to do it. So on this one, I'm going to make it about 1/4 inch shorter. And I use this to guide me. So this is going to be 1.25 inches instead of 1.5 inches. And what you do to one side, you want to do to all of the sides. So I have cut down this design to be around 4 inches square. I am not a mathematical person, so I have different tricks that I've used over the years to compensate for my lack of mathematical knowledge. And I'm going to show you what I do. So I use the mat to help me out because the mat is already pre-portioned and everything is measured out perfectly. So I can put my little 4-inch square thing right in the center of the mat, and you can count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So you know that this square is 4 inches square. So you put it down. Okay, I have the zipper up here, and the zipper is a 7-inch zipper, and I already have 4 inches here, but I need to do strips on all of the sides. So for me, I know I need to have about 3 inches, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and that would also compensate for the 1/4 inch seam allowance. So I'm going to cut 3-inch seams all the way around because my objective is to have a little matching bag for our big pouch, and it's going to be super cute. So now I'm going to cut down this piece of fabric. This one I cut with a scissor the last time I did it, so it's uneven. So first thing, I need to make it perfectly straight. I have it set up on the mat, so I'm using the mat to guide me instead of using the ruler. Just cut it. And then I need 3 inches, so I'm starting from the 17-inch mark, so 1, 2, 3, and I'm ending up at the 14-inch mark. Finding it, making sure it's perfectly straight. Hold it down with my weight, find it, cut it. So now I have this long 3-inch piece, and I'm going to use this for all sides of the actual design. So this is a nesting bag that we're going to make. So this little bag is going to fit into this big bag. On the frame, I did the frame the exact same way, right? So I started on the short side first, and then I did the long side, but then I did the reverse for this side. So I'm going to do the side pieces first, and then I'm going to do the long piece last, okay? So this is the same front and back. There is no wrong or right side for this piece, but I do not want to hit the salvage edge, so I'm just going to kick it up a notch from where it is. Pin this down. I already have everything set up on the machine. So I'm going to do a 1/4 inch. Find it. Here we go. Remember, no back stitching. Not for this part at least. Next up, we have to cut this down to size. So this is about 3/4 inch. That's done. And then I have this very long tail, 3/4 inch. And then finally, I'm going to do, oh, I did the wrong sides. That's fine. I'm going to do this side and then this side.